Hello everyone, I'm Anime Freak and welcome to my video. Yeah, I haven't got my gloves on because it's really warm in here. Today, I'm going to be reacting to my good friends, your favourite Canadian YouTuber is SHOWOFF, Lapis versus Juvia. So if you haven't seen this video, make sure you're on the description box below, there's a link to that video. So come back, watch it, so let me continue. Okay, I'm just going to say this. I know who Juniper is, sure, she's from Fairy Tail. I mean, she's the very emo one that makes it rain all the time, but she's alright now. Seriously, I mean, I'm gonna say she's a stalker, but you know what? We love her because of how cute she can be at times. So okay, so let's see. I have absolutely no idea who this. Hold on, just give me a second. I don't know who this Lapis. She kind of looks like that's a character from what's it called, Steven Universe, maybe. I think I'm not really 100% sure, but I know who Juvia is. So let's see. What do I remember? I think she can can control all sorts of parts of water. I think I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I mean that's all I've got to say. Other than that, I think, yeah, I'm gonna go with Juniper because I know her character a little bit more. So with all said and done, let's get to watching. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is Canadian YouTubers A Lapis versus Juniper, SHOWOFF Showdown, and 3, 2, 1, and go.
Welcome to SHOWOFF Showdown! In this series, the fighters are called Show-Offs, and this is the series for the SHOWOFF Showdown! Now let's meet the Show-Offs for tonight's showdown, shall we? Now, get ready for a battle so epic it'll make you wet your pants! Cause tonight, we have a battle between two powerful, splashing female fighters who are guaranteed to make you wet. That's right, Lapis versus Juvia! Who will win and who will drown? It's time to find out. I put links to the analysis on both characters in the description below. Now without further ado, it's time for the SHOWOFF 2 Showdown!
Get ready for the next battle.
Let it rain, let it rain. Seriously, how the hell does he do that anyways?
Fight!
Cat fight. Meow. Hey, look at that, panties. Seriously, how does that Russian hack stay on her head anyways? Ouch! Did she just put her fingers up her nose? Jeez. Ouch. What the hell? Is water wet? Look at those blue eyes. Let it go, let it go. Yeah, I think she's from Steven Universe, I think. I mean, there's a gem on her back. Come on, Jennifer, kick her ass. Tell me, princess, when you let your heart decide, I can... it sounds like from that film, Aladdin. A whole new world. Seriously, I mean, do you hear that? It sounds like a whole new world from Aladdin. Damn, it's been years since I've seen that. I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder. I should do a sing along for that. A whole new world. And there she goes. Bye bye.
Fatality.
You lose.
Wow, now that's what I call splashing!
Now let's discuss how and why Lapis wins this watery epic showdown. Now this sort of debate is a little more complicated when you take a first look at it, mainly because, as we all know, Lapis and Juvia both have the ability to control water, which is exactly what makes them both stronger. You know the phrase fight fire with fire, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is exactly like that, except both girls are essentially fighting water with water. So when we look at the basics, it seems that neither character has a way to kill the other with water alone. So in order to break this matchup down, we're gonna need to rise above the water and find out who has the advantages in other categories first. First off, let's discuss who is more skilled and experienced. Well, to be honest, this first category is kind of a no-brainer, mainly because Juvia is only 18 years old, while on the other hand, Lapis is technically immortal and she literally has over 5,000 years more experience than Juvia. Enough said. Now let's discuss
18
speed.
years old.
Now while Juvia has been able to react to attacks traveling over 500 miles per hour, and it's possible that she might even be able to move at the speed of sound, more or less, Lapis on the other hand is on a whole other level when it comes to speed. Lapis is fast enough to fly from one planet to another in a very short amount of time while carrying Steven. This alone makes Lapis much faster than the speed of light. I know this is travel speed, but it could possibly also give her an edge in combat speed as well. Either way, Lapis clearly has a massive edge in speed over Juvia. Now here's where it gets interesting. Let's discuss their water powers. Now like I said before, Lapis and Juvia both have the ability to control water, which makes this kind of a fight water with water type of fight. But who has the superior water powers? Well, let's find out. Okay, so as we all know, Juvia has the ability to transform her body into water at will. Now this is something that she actually has to do consciously, and this can have both an upside and a downside to it for this battle. If Juvia is in her water form, the upside is that Lapis's water won't be able to hurt Juvia since she's made of water. But the downside to that is that Lapis will most likely be able to control and manipulate Juvia's body. Although I'm guessing most of you have probably already predicted this before the battle even came out. Now if Juvia is in her physical form, the upside to that is that Lapis won't be able to control or manipulate her body, but the downside to that is that Juvia will be left exposed and more vulnerable to physical attacks, and she can actually be physically damaged. So that isn't exactly a good method for fighting Lapis, especially if Juvia can't react fast enough to Lapis's attacks to counter them. I've already mentioned the massive speed advantage Lapis has over Juvia, haven't I? Now Lapis and Juvia Juvia have very similar water-based attacks, such as water bubbles, for example. Now, Juvia might possibly have a greater variety of water-based attacks than Lapis, but Lapis has done far greater things with her hydrokinesis than Juvia has. With her hydrokinesis, Lapis was able to gather up all the water in the entire world's oceans and form it into a gigantic tower that was tall enough to reach Earth's atmosphere. The escape velocity of Earth is about 11.2 kilometers per second, so this will be over 20.5 exatons. Not only that, but having the strength to lift all the water in the world and keep it in that shape of a tower like that means that Lapis has the strength to lift exactly 1,450 quadrillion tons of water. Now, I know that Lapis used her powers for this task rather than her physical strength. However, this just means that her powers can still lift that much water. I think it's safe to say that this feat easily far outclasses anything that Juvia has ever done. Besides, because Lapis is far faster and has limitless stamina due to her being a gem, there's a great chance that Juvia will eventually run out of magic power and won't be able to use it again for a while. Also, I'd like to see how Juvia would do against a watery clone of herself. Now, the only way Juvia could kill Lapis is if she destroys the gem on Lapis's back, but doing so will be essentially impossible for 3 reasons. 1, Juvia doesn't have prep time, so she wouldn't know to do that. 2, pretty much all of Juvia's attacks are water-based and completely ineffective against Lapis, and Lapis can just take all of Juvia's attacks and throw them back at her. And 3, Juvia just doesn't have enough strength or power to destroy her, since Lapis also has a major advantage in durability. Lapis has survived being inside a spaceship that re-entered the Earth's atmosphere and crash-landed, and she has survived the resulting massive explosion, which has been estimated to be over 9.7 teratons. Not only that, but Lapis has even survived taking hits from Jasper, who has been estimated to be at island level in terms of destruction. Enough said. Now, once again, it is true that Lapis's water attacks cannot harm Juvia's water form, but once again, Lapis can use her hydrokinesis to control and manipulate Juvia's liquefied body. Not only that, but Juvia's body can also be frozen, as seen in her battle with Gray. Now, is Lapis able to freeze Juvia's body just like Gray can? Well, Lapis can use a special ability called matter state manipulation, which she can use to change the state of water and turn water into ice. So, what do you think? Now, once Lapis realizes that she can't kill Juvia with water alone, she'll know that she needs to find a different method of doing so. And if you ask me, I think one of the best methods of finishing off Juvia is for Lapis to take control of Juvia's body, pick her up and carry her into space, and then toss her all the way into the sun, evaporating Juvia's liquid body, instantly killing her. That's quite possibly the best method I can think of, but if you guys can think of any other good methods for Lapis to finish off Juvia, then let me know in the comments below. So overall, this battle may mostly be fight water with water, but aside from that, Lapis clearly has major advantages over Juvia in pretty much every category. And while Lapis can't kill Juvia with water alone, she does have her ways to get the job done. So in the end, Juvia has drowned in defeat. The winner of this battle is Lapis. Now, before we wrap up this episode, I want to give an extra special thanks to the animator of this battle, Anthony Stallings. He did an amazing job animating this battle, so go check out his channel and subscribe. Not only that, but I also want to give a special thanks to the guys who helped me with the research on this battle, including Rex Fury, Bill Cipher Yoshi, and DeviantArt researchers Trident346 and Strunton. I'll give you links to all their pages in the description below.
That was good. I like that. Damn, Juvia is so fine.
Got any ideas for Show-Off Showdown? Then let me know in the comments below. And hopefully, I just might do them.
Let me think.
Now stay tuned for the next episode of
Got it! I have an idea! I have an idea! Okay. I mean, I got an idea. Okay, I have an idea for a Show-Off Showdown battle. Okay. Shaolin's Showdown versus Avatar The Last Airbender. Think about it for a sec. Just think about it for a sec. If you've seen Shaolin Showdown, I mean, I saw it when I was younger, but I wasn't like really into the show. But I mean, you've got like what was it now? You got fire, earth. What was no, I'm thinking of Shaolin Showdown. I can't remember what the other two was. It was fire, earth, water, and so, yeah. Think about it. I mean, those two are very, very similar. I mean, you've got Hang, which is the Avatar. Yeah, I know. You know, obviously that, you know, Avatar would probably most likely kick their asses. But if you was to, like, you know, do it with like their their Shaolin thingy-mabobs. Okay, look up Shaolin Showdown and look up Avatar. Everyone knows what Avatar is, so yeah, I highly recommend that. Avatar versus Shaolin Showdown. That'd be a good ass kicking fight. I'm trying to think of something else. What about? Let me think. How about good sword fights? Sort of fight. What about Cyber from Fate Zero versus? Let me think. Oh, I can't think of any other characters that carry swords. I'm talking about like I'm not talking about samurai swords. I'm talking about like different no. What about Guts versus oh, I know. Guts versus oh god, what's it? Galgamesh from Fate Zero. That'd be cool. I want to see that. A king versus a demon slayer. That would be awesome. I would like to see that. Okay, how about this one? An all-round fight between Naruto, Ichigo, Luffy, and oh god, this is embarrassing. Natsu. Yes. So those four are getting into each other. A four-way fight. That would be cool to see. Make that happen. And yet, listen, I know you're thinking, oh, I don't want to do it because the fanboys are all going to come at me if I choose one. They're going to go. Yeah. Yeah, I know what the fan bases are like, but come on. Even if you was to choose one over the other, I mean, who cares? I mean, they'll forget about this in about a year's time. So there you go. I mean, that's how fan bases work. They make a ruckus about it later on. It makes more controversy, and then they forget about after a while. It cools down eventually. So don't worry about it. I say go for it. Make that going. So let's see, a Shaolin Showdown versus Avatar: Last Airbender, a Gilgamesh versus Guts, and Luffy versus Natsu versus Ichigo versus Naruto. Make that happen. Or even make it like a team match, like, you know, Fairy Tail versus Fairy Tail versus the Straw Hats versus Ichigo's team, and the team the Konoha 11, like something like that. Yeah, I would definitely say that. What else? What about? So it can be anything. What about? Ooh, what about Johann Liebert versus, you know, Johann Liebert versus Light Yagami. Yeah, that's not much of a fight. It's more like a game of thinking. What about Light Yagami versus Lelouch? I know what the results is going to be for that. Light Yagami would definitely 100% kick Lelouch's ass. 100%. No chance. No chance. Simply because it's true. So there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna have so many fanboys coming at me, but I don't care. But anyways, yeah, it was a good fight. A very, very good fight. I mean, I didn't know who this like Lapis person was, but after like, you know, it had like a sort of like Steven Universe going about, so I thought, yeah, I think that might be it. And Juvia, yeah, she's from Fairy Tail. I mean, seriously, they've got so many like curves and all that stuff, like, you know, for fan service in that series. But here's the thing, none of the guys. I mean, yeah, I mean, there were some guys that was like, you know, gawking at the girls, and you've got like, you know, the girls that's, you know, gawking at the boys. So there you go. But yeah, I mean, they don't make it like into a big thing. But anyways, yes, that was a really good Showdown episode. Enjoyed. Well done, Canadian YouTuber. Brilliant. So yeah, that's me all over, and those are my opinions. And yeah, so if there's any sort of stuff that you guys want me to do, you know what to do, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching, and if there's a series you want me to check out and review and give my thoughts on it, or if there's a top 10 list you want me to do, or any reactions, or responses, or rants on anything geeky, just leave links and comments in the comment sections below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And if you guys want to follow me on my social medias, I'm on minds.com, Twitch, Dailymotion, and Hatron, Reddit, Discord, VidMe, Gab, Twitter, Tumblr, Patreon, GoFundMe, PayPal, and my other social medias are down there in the description box below, so if you want to go and check them out, please do. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And please go and check out my new skeptic channel, Gypsy Freak. It's also down there in the description box below. Peace out.